I am sure, Stephen, I'm absolutely sure, Stephen, that neither the use of nerve gas in Vietnam was carried out ever by a law-abiding government. I'm sure that the airspace of Pakistan was not broken into. I'm sure no helicopters, Apache helicopters came in. I'm sure Osama bin Laden died a natural death. I'm sure Saddam Hussein went through the laws of his own country and the laws of his people, you know, to go through whatever he went through. So I'm sure you have your perspective on what is law-abiding. And allow me to complete, please, for you've really set me up out here. Let me tell you this. Iran in 2019 reported 17 CIA assets of the US intelligence agency. I'm sure they were wrong. I'm sure that Bruno Briguet, who was hired as a CIA asset by the US intelligence agency, declared a terrorist by France and Israel. I'm sure that he was never involved in terrorist activities. I'm sure he had never bombed a pro-democracy radio station in Munich. I'm sure that David Coleman Headley, who was responsible for the 2008 terror attacks in Mumbai, in which hundreds of Indians were killed, was not sent to India for extradition by the US attorney. I'm sure that I'm absolutely wrong, that the US attorney said that Headley had fulfilled all the terms and therefore he should not be sent to India for extradition. And I'm sure all the assets of the American government over the years involved in cases such as the CIA asset of the US intelligence agency expressing views of being pro-Palestine by sharing images on a Facebook handle, the agent also sharing a picture of a Free Palestine sticker, are absolutely wrong. I'm sure the ex-CIA agent of the US intelligence agency services named Mark Polymeriopolis, accusing the US for not being able to predict the Hamas attack on Israel as the US after 9/11 focused on Al-Qaeda and did not pay heed to Hamas. That officer said that the Americans had taken a wrong decision of leaving the surveillance of Hamas to Israel. I'm sure I'm wrong in all of that. But what I will not accept out here is lecturing by the Americans, because I believe the Americans are doing something fundamentally wrong out here. I'm saying to the Americans, and I'm saying to Stephen Golub, don't allow a terrorist to go shopping on the streets of New York. His intentions could turn on the people on whose soil he is living. Gaurav is responding to you. I gave you a full turn, and Gaurav now, and then I'll come in, Abhishek. Gaurav.
Arnab, a couple of things. I think the Americans are negotiating. What the Americans want is, and you know, there is a great belief in these American think tanks.
Negotiating for what?
I'll tell you, Arnab, I'll explain my point. That, you know, when they are trying to say that move out manufacturing from China into India, now how did China get rich? It was mostly contract manufacturing by America and Europe. They don't want another China coming up, but should another China come up in the shape of India, they wanted to have a malleable and a flexible backbone like Pakistan. The problem is India does not listen to the United States of America. That is the basic problem. India buys oil from Russia. India buys S-400. India buys oil from Iran. India pretty much does whatever it wants. America wants India to be friends, but America wants India under their thumb. Now, I'm not saying this because I just have to, but I'm saying that nobody's trying to kill Pannun. No Indian is trying to kill Pannun. America is awash with weapons. If we wanted Pannun dead, he would be dead a long time back. We don't want Pannun dead. We don't want to kill anybody. Our government does not do this. Please understand. How difficult is it to kill a guy like Pannun? If he's in New York, that place is flush with weapons, flush with drug addicts. You don't have to plan something on WhatsApp to kill somebody. I mean, everybody gets robbed. You know, mass shootings happen in America every single day. The people carry automatic weapons inside schools in America. It's so common. I mean, I've never seen this level of violence. Now my American friend here says, you know, between two law-abiding countries, etc. They invaded Iraq after 9/11. Iraq had nothing to do with 9/11. You killed lakhs of people. You displaced millions of people. Obama, your President Obama, authorized hundreds and thousands of drone strikes, and then he got the Nobel Peace Prize.
Stephen.
How does that work? You kill people,
Stephen.
you wipe out wedding parties, you wipe out wedding
I follow
parties
up to Gaurav on that.